Okay, now we have equations, 3 equations, and here are the equations. Right? Now you're going to have quizzes coming up on Sunday and Tuesday, correct? Remember we said, when's the physics test? Oh, we didn't say when the physics test was, right? Okay, so it's coming up soon. You got a lot of work to do. What do you have to do? Book work. You have to do outline, book problems, vocabulary, conceptual development, next time questions. What else? Practice problems, problem sheet. Tons of stuff, right? How many people are at least halfway done? Raise your hands. Why don't I believe you? I don't know. All right, so what I want to do is so are you okay today? You feel well? You feel all right? What are you doing? You leaving? Oh, you can't see. Okay. I'm done. Rowdy just got up right in the middle of class, and they're like, I thought they were fed up and leaving. Okay, so I want to do a practice problem from each equation. I know that I'm not going to have time to maybe finish. We have until 11:15, so we have 10 minutes. All right, I'll let you go right at the bell. All right, let's do the first one. Says, let's see. All right, the Tambora volcano. Never heard of it. On the island of Sumbawa. I'm doing A9 for those of you who are following at home. The Tambora volcano on the island of Sumbawa, Indonesia. I want somebody to take out the thing and look up Tambora volcano, island of Sumbawa, Indonesia. Has been known to throw ash into the air with a speed of 625 meters per second. That's extremely fast. The speed of sound is 340 meters per second, so it's almost Mach 2. Okay? So we know that so you're just writing stuff down as they give the data. That's one of the keys of doing the problem. Just write the data down as it is. So the Tambora volcano on the island of Sumbawa, Indonesia, has been known to throw ash into the air with a speed of 625 meters per second during an eruption. How high could this volcanic plume have risen? They want to know distance. What other information are you going to know here? What other information are you going to know here? What's going to be, is there anything else we can infer from the equation? I'll give you a hint. It's vertical. So what is something else that we know? Gravity. Is gravity going to be negative 10 or positive 10? It's going to be negative 10 because it's going up, right? Okay, what else do we know? Look at the equations. Do we know anything else in here? This obviously is g because it's vertical. Do we know the final velocity? Do we know the final velocity? 0, yeah. You have to generate as much data as you possibly can. Are you with me? Yes? So what equation do you think we're going to use that's up on the board? Are we going to use 1, 2, or 3? Which one do you think we're going to use?
3, no, 2.
2? We've got to know how high, so it's got to be what? Do we know time? Do we know time?
Yeah.
We do? What's the time? We don't know time, do we? No, it's not given. We could figure the time out pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
But it's not given. So given what we have, what equation will you use? The third one. Final velocity you have, initial velocity you have, A you have, and D you're looking for. So you either have to have it or you're looking for it. And if you're only looking for one thing, then you can use the equation, correct? So let's plug in. We'll do it right here next door. Okay? Yes?
Yeah.
So do you see that this is going to be 0 equals 625 squared? I'm going to leave off the unit labels. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Make sure that everything is in meters, seconds, etc. Understood?
Yes.
All right. So plus 2 times 10, that's negative. Let me rewrite that, okay? So it's going to be plus 2 times negative 10 d. Is that correct? Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
So that's going to be negative 625 squared equals a negative 20d. Right? So what is 625 squared divided by 20? 625 squared divided by 20.
100,
It's going to be what?
19,531.
19,000.
531.
531.
25.
When you trust me, 5 significant figures
It should be negative.
is more than you need. Trust me.
Should it be negative?
No, because it's going to be negative divided by negative, which is a positive. Doesn't matter. No, this means that's squared, so that's still negative. Can I explain that after we do this problem?
Yeah.
Is that okay? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll explain. Okay. Do you see that the answer is 19,531? And do you see that 5 significant figures are plenty? You don't have to give a decimal. Do you see that? Do you understand that? You could actually get away with saying 20,000 meters. That would be fine, don't you think? Yes? Or 19,500 would be fine. Why? Because this is over at 11:10 or 11:15? 11:10. So let me finish up. Don't move. Don't move. Let me just one thing and then you'll go. Is that okay? All right? So that's the answer, right? Now there's another question here, and the answer is this. If you have v squared final equals v naught squared plus 2ad, and the question was, that was negative 625 squared, yes? So what you're doing is, this is 0, right? So that's going to be negative v squared. See, so in other words, you're not squaring the negative, you're just squaring the v naught. So in other words, you're squaring v naught, you're squaring 625, and then you're bringing it over to the other side. You see that?
Yeah.
That's why it stays negative. Now, I'll give you one more hint. I'll give you one more hint. You ready? What's this? So we're officially done that problem. I explained to you the negative, and I'm going to give you one more. You ready? What's the answer to that?
25.
Negative 25. Negative 25. That's important to know the difference, because in physics that happens all the time.
Doesn't it have to be in brackets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Negative and then brackets.
This is positive.
Yeah, that's positive 25.
Correct.
Right?
Or if I say x squared, x equals negative 5, so x squared will equal what? Negative 25 or 25?
25.
Will equal 25. Because that whole thing is being squared. X is squaring everything that is. So that's positive 25. But when I said to you, it's negative 625 squared, you're not squaring the negative. You see that? We're off. Have a great day.